And I hope you're having a wonderful morning. It is July 8th, 2025, and we got a pretty chill day ahead of us. It did not end up like we were yesterday. Again, everything has been about trade and trade deals and letters. We did get a couple of developments yesterday that raised uncertainty, but when it's all said and done, we are here now doing a little bit better, and then you are going to hear a lot more today. If anything, the only thing that is surprising, there is a randomly scheduled 11 a.m. cabinet meeting between Trump and his cabinet. So we'll see what we get out of that. Other than that, though, we are expecting to hear from trade. We did get the bad news with Japan and Korea and a couple of others yesterday. People are going to be looking out for the good news. We do get a bunch of bond auctions, and that ties into the big, beautiful bill, the spending, the inflation, all of that. And then it should be a pretty chill summer. What you guys got yesterday, that was a very good example. Again, 0.7 to 0.8 a day. That might be what we're getting. So I hope you're ready to go, baby. But Chad, it should be a good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. And good morning. What up, baby? What up, Randall, Thanos, Mark, Alyssa? Good morning. What up, bros? Malcolm, Tim Whitman in the house, PSC, Battleborn, Gunnar, Mustafa. Good morning, baby. What up, Mr. Renzo? What up, Luke, Blizzy, Matt, Kurt, McGirt, baby? Good morning. Oh, my goodness, Chad. What up, Sean? What up, Anza, G-Holt, Mayhem, Aztec, Dystopian, Mr. Edwards, Sal, Ben. Oh, good morning. What up, oh? What up, Tyree? How you doing, Conrad? What up, Max? What up, Crosses? Godfather, Nick, Ion, Pacha. What up, baby? Good morning, Midwest. Oh, good morning, bright and early. I Cara for you. What up, baby? What up, Makeshift? How you doing, NRG? What up, Farmer Jim? Krause's Bruno. Good morning, baby. So, Chad, I hope you're ready. I hope you're feeling blessed, man. It's good. It's a good Tuesday. Oh, I hope they feel me. So now, here's your brother, Josh AI, with the news. Good morning. Good morning. Top overnight news, trade tariffs. Trump issues tariff letters but extends deadline to 1 Aug and remains open to negotiations. NYT, Axios, Link, FT, Bloomberg, Reuters. Trump says new 1 Aug tariff deadline, not 100% firm, could be delayed again. The Hill. Besson expects to meet with Chinese counterparts in coming weeks to discuss trade and other issues. Bloomberg. China warns U.S. against restoring tariffs next month, threatening a retaliation on supply chains deals, excluding it. Reuters. U.S. imports from China fell 28.3% in June, continuing a decline due to higher tariffs and reduced demand. Reuters. BRICS nations push back against Trump's anti-American label, argue tariffs should not be used for coercion. FT. U.S. proposed a 10% baseline tariff on all EU goods with exceptions for sensitive sectors like aircraft and spirits. Politico. EU won't get Trump letter this week, seeks preliminary trade deal aiming to lock in 10% tariff rate. Reuters. Bloomberg. Trump indicated he is close to finalizing a trade deal with India. Economic Times. India says has made best offer to U.S. Bloomberg. Korea sees extension as grace period for talks, vows to address U.S. concerns over non-tariff barriers. Bloomberg. Reuters. NYT. Japan PM Ishiba says will continue trade talks with U.S., reiterates won't make easy concessions. Reuters. Malaysia remains committed to talks with U.S. Bloomberg. Thailand eyes tariff reprieve. Bloomberg. Indonesia's top negotiator is heading to Washington to discuss trade tariffs and maximize negotiation opportunities. Bloomberg. Central banks. Potential Powell successor Warsh says both rates and balance sheet should be lower, argues tariffs not inflationary. Bloomberg. Link. RBA unexpectedly leaves cash rate unchanged, opting for patience amid inflation and global uncertainty. Bloomberg. RBNZ expected to leave OCR unchanged Wednesday, though further easing expected. Bloomberg. ECB's Vilroy backs quantitative easing as top policy tool. Bloomberg. BOK expected to leave interest rates unchanged Thursday amid renewed focus on household debt. Reuters. Markets fewer stocks are reaching new highs alongside the S&P 500, raising concerns about market concentration in big tech. Bloomberg. Goldman Sachs raises S&P 500 return forecast, citing anticipated Fed rate cuts and strong large-cap stock fundamentals. Reuters. Japan, South Korea rise on hopes for trade deals ahead of Trump's extended tariff deadline, despite ongoing volatility. Bloomberg. Economy. UBS says Trump's tariff delay until 1 Aug may lessen Christmas price impacts, but U.S. inflation will still rise. Bloomberg. China criticized companies and local governments for overproduction, which it blames for falling prices ahead of inflation data. FT. Germany's exports declined for the second straight month in May due to higher U.S. tariffs, indicating potential stagnation. Bloomberg. Japan exports steadied in first 20 days of June following prior month's contraction. Bloomberg. Chilean copper mines see export revenue surge. Production increase drives best month in years. Bloomberg. Corporate. Mark Zuckerberg has hired a top Apple AI researcher for Meta Platform's new superintelligence AI division. Bloomberg. Tesla board under renewed pressure to get Musk to pull back from politics. Washington Post. Musk's wealth seen vulnerable as his fallout with Trump intensifies, impacting Tesla shares and investor confidence. Axios. Amazon's Prime Day is projected to generate $12.9 billion in the U.S., a 53% increase as it extends to 4 days. Link. McDonald's reintroduces snack wrap and adds spicy McMuffins to attract budget-conscious consumers amid declining sales. Axios. Samsung operating profit falls by more than expected amid inventory write-downs, launches buyback. Bloomberg. FT. Chinese businesses expect the yuan to remain steady before eventually depreciating amid ongoing U.S. trade tensions. Reuters. ExxonMobil warned that lower oil and gas prices could reduce its second quarter earnings by about $1.5 billion. Reuters. Trump proposes new rules to limit tax incentives for solar and wind projects following cuts in his budget bill. Bloomberg. Novartis gains approval for the first malaria treatment for infants, rolling it out not for profit in 8 African countries. Bloomberg. Geopolitics. Trump says will give Ukraine more weapons to defend itself, repeats criticism of Putin. Axios. Bloomberg. Trump believes Hamas and Israel desire a ceasefire in Gaza, pressuring both sides for a 60-day agreement. Axios. FT. Netanyahu expresses desire for peace with Palestinians, but insisted that security control must remain with Israel. Reuters. Netanyahu nominates Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize, praising his role in the Abraham Accords and ongoing peace efforts. Axios. Houthis confirm responsibility for an attack on a ship sailing through the Red Sea on Sunday. Bloomberg. Iran president says Tehran open to dialogue with U.S., accuses Israel of assassination attempt. Reuters. EU scrambles to cover Ukraine's $19 billion budget, shortfall amid war. FT. There's more. S&P futures, they're up by 0.1 Tuesday morning, comes after U.S. equities pulled back on Monday, with the major indexes down 80 to 90 basis points. Small cap, semis, housing, high short interest among the laggers. Tesla, the big drag on the Mag 7 group. Treasuries weaker again, with yields at the back end up 4 basis points. Dollars up by 0.1. Aussie strength, the big story in Forex after the RBA unexpectedly left rates unchanged. Gold is down by 0.2, Bitcoin up by 0.7, and WTI is down by 0.1. Trade dominating the headlines after taking the baton from fiscal policy with last week's passage of the Republican reconciliation bill, while tariff hikes on a flurry of countries, including Japan and South Korea, an overhang on risk sentiment, taco theme underpinned by implementation delay until August 1st, along with Trump comments that there could be further delays. In addition, negotiations coming and could lead to agreements with less onerous rates. White House also suggested with more deal announcements coming as soon as next week. Not much on the U.S. economic calendar. The NFIB Small Business Optimism Index declined slightly in June, in line with expectation. Taxes still flagged as the biggest problem facing small businesses with labor quality and high labor costs. Some of the other leading concerns: New York Fed survey of consumer expectations out later this morning. Prior release saw inflation expectations decline across all time horizons in May, and flagged declines in home prices and commodity inflation expectations, as well as treasury supply being in focus, with $58 billion of 3-year notes today. Wow. Very quiet in terms of corporate news, with about a week to go of the unofficial start of Q2 earnings season. AI talent wars in the headline, with Meta hiring top AI model executive away from Apple. Washington Post discussed renewed pressure on Tesla board to get CEO Elon Musk away from politics. XOM reported Q2 earnings in consideration in its 8K filing, with early takeaways noting some upside risk to consensus EPS from better upstream. CVX reportedly preparing to close Hess deal quickly. MMSI announced appointment of Martha Ronson as new CEO effective October 3rd and guided Q2 revenue above consensus. Enphase run and SolarEdge lower after Trump called for stricter enforcement of clean energy rules. And that's it. Oh, I thought there was going to be another one. No, that's it. That's it, baby. Good morning. And now we got some pre-market movers. We got a little bit. Did you hear that? They said they're bringing back the snack wrap in a spicy McMuffin. That sounds good. I'm not going to lie. Not gonna lie. Veritiv, they're up by 2-3. Melius Research upgrade. AMD is up by 1-9. Nothing. App is up by 1-9. Scotia initiates outperform. Chime is up by 1-6. Keefe, Bruyette, and Woods initiates outperform. Deutsche Bank initiates hold. Coherus up 1-4. Wolf Research initiates outperform. Capital One up by 1. TD Cohen upgrade. WW up 6-3. Lucid Capital initiates buy. Kemmer's up by 9. EYE up 4-2. Barclays upgrade. AAOI is up by 2-9. Wolf Research initiates peer reform. RDW is up by 2-6, completes integration of Hammerhead spacecraft. IBRX up 2-2, UK MHRA marketing authorization of Ankentiva plus BCG to treat certain bladder cancer patients. PROC is up by 122, results of phase 2 evaluating rilparencel in patients with chronic kidney disease and diabetes. Wolf is up by 39.3, high short interest. SQNS up 31, closes 384 million investment to launch Bitcoin treasury. BSGM is up by 28, 1.1 billion in growth financing to acquire gold bullion, and it's even backed by Bitcoin. They're doing something weird, bro. OCC is up by 17, strategic collaboration with Lighter LLC. CRGX is up by 10 to be acquired by Concerta. CRVO is up by 9.7 to present results from Rewin Phase 2B study of nephlepiminoid and dementia with Lewy bodies, DLB. Is that it? I think, no, we got more. No, wait, is it? No, we got the ones trading lower. Actually, these are still trading up. Cooler is up by 6.5, 20 million credit facility. Huma up 6, ECAT approval, U.S. Defense Logistics Agency. DC is up by 4.5, SK 1300 initial assessment technical report. SMLR up by 4.1, benchmark company initiates buy. Trading lower, CN, Morgan Stanley downgrade, and Wolf Research initiates outperform. Circle down by 2.8, Bank of America down 2.7, HSBC downgrade. Datadog down 2, Guggenheim Securities. CoreWeave down 1, Stifle downgrade. Shack down 1.7, Loop Capital downgrade. BRSP down 2.3 off Barclays downgrade, and then Select Renewables lower after Trump issues executive order late yesterday intended to curb subsidies. So that one's weird, because you guys remember what I told you guys last night, that the Sunrun, if you go look at the big beautiful bill, they got all their money till 2030. That's why, remember, I was telling you, the big, beautiful bribe. Everybody got their money, even clean energy. So that's weird, because right after Donald Trump did an executive order to go after some of those subsidies. So whatever we put on the watch list last night for Sunrun, that might have changed by this morning, which is kind of surprising considering the big change was in the bill. So keep your eyes out for that, but Chatadonia, that's all we got, baby. That's all we got. I got good news, bad news for you. If you have any questions, now would be your time. I do have a couple of plays. Maybe we could go over them now. I'm going to be watching XLP, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chime, BSGM. I have free shares of that. And then Huma. They're related to the Department of Defense. And then you guys remember the long term, right? I don't know if you guys recall the long term. And we made some moves yesterday. I hope you saw it. No, I'm not bailing early today, but the long term, bro. So yeah, guess what? Remember I was showing you guys the money yesterday? It has settled. Isn't that crazy? So now The cash is ready to be withdrawn out. Like I was telling you, we wanted to see the T+1. I'm an old guy. I'm used to T+3. So that was kind of cool, bro. I like this one-day settlement. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm not going to lie. One-day settlement goes pretty good, bro. So I either have to get rid of all of this by either today or tomorrow, or technically by Thursday if it has one-day settlement. So we're going to see, but we're going to be watching on that. But now we've taken another step, my friends. We have taken another step. Yeah, and then did you know Fidelity offers free wires? So I'm down with that too, bro. I saw that. I was already playing around with it, and Fidelity wires your money out for free. I was not expecting that. I'm an old man, you guys. You know that? My whole experience in life is T+3 and $35 to wire. You know that? Yeah, bro. I don't know what's happening. Some shit's changing, but yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm old. I'm used to $35 wire, and then, yeah, even like we used to pay $19.99 in commissions. You know that? The same E-Trade. I paid $19.99 a trade. Y'all don't feel me, bro. I mean, it is news. I mean, I usually just operate. I'm just used to operating on boomer time, if you guys haven't realized. So all my business deals, I'm used to working with people literally 10, 20, 30 years older than me. So I don't know. I'm used to like 3 days, 5. That's why this whole thing is taking so, like, I don't know if you guys realize it's been like less than a month, but it's just random and it takes forever. It's just because usually you could do like 1 or 2 things a week because it's 3 days at a time. Does that make sense? So if you don't get the guy out by Monday, he's going to go out by Wednesday or Thursday. And if they go Wednesday or Thursday, nobody gets you an answer by Friday. So then you're going to have to wait till the next Monday. That's what I'm doing right now at the fucking, what's it called? Not the inspection, the appraisal. So yeah, but I'm used to 3 days and all of that, but this was nice, bro. I like it. I like one-day settlement. So I didn't like it at first. I always was like, oh my God, they're going to crash the economy. But now I'm like, okay, I see the vibe. But, you know, I could still operate with 3 days. That's what I'm used to. But either way, we're ready to go. And now, Chad, we do got like about less than 10 minutes till the bell. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys are ready for the day. Like I said, on the watch list. Let me just throw you guys a pretty picture real quick. This was on the watch list last night. Long story short, man, summer, there's a couple of days that are not expected to be big. But generally, you're going to have kind of pretty much the days that we had yesterday. 0.7, it's going to be large, but not really, not compared to it. You have like 2 days that are priced above 1% for the whole month of August. So we'll see. That could obviously change. A lot of people are bringing up stuff related to trade, but you're even seeing it. You got a lot of trade details yesterday. You even dealt with the Canada stuff last week, and it did cause a reaction, but then it has everybody kind of chilling. I saw NVO moving up. I didn't know there was data. So nice, but NVO probably going to be going soon too, bro. No, I don't want to let go. No. No. You got put on timeout. Well, you should figure it out because I'm not here to babysit you guys. So if you can't figure out what rule you broke and you break it again, there will probably be less mercy about it. So do what you need to do, but I hope you guys are locked in. Locked in, read the rules. Locked in, baby. It's good, bro. Chill. Listen, I made a couple of plays. Even I remember Friday or last week, I even made accidents that ended up working, but I wouldn't force anything. There could be some good opportunities, but at the same time, I think it's just as equal that there will be a lot of duds out there. So shout out to the long term. I think you are going to get a couple of long-term themes moving. Again, there's people literally talking about value and staples and all of that. And then we'll see what happens with Mag 7. So there's going to be opportunities. Money's going to move around, but I think the short-term opportunities will be few and far between, but they will still exist. And then I think the long-term, wherever we end up in the next quarter, and then earnings, I think that'll be a great opportunity for the long-term, baby. Woo! Would I buy Ethereum now? I think Ethereum's really high. All of crypto. Again, I bought Ethereum at $8, and even for the community here in 2020, we bought in at like $200-300. So I think it's up there, but then Ethereum also hasn't moved. So I think crypto is compelling. There's a lot of stuff there, but we are entering an age where people are monetizing just crypto. So I think you got to be careful, but I would probably, like right now, I'm just taking advantage of other high quality value. So it's not that I don't like crypto and all of that. I think the price is up there. And, you know, remember when we did it a couple months ago, I was laughing and I was like, watch, some of you young guys, I'm going to blow your mind by buying pizza, by buying Papa John's. You see, that's where my mentality's at right now. I respect AI. I respect the new technology, and I know it's going to be good, but if it's already front ran and trading at a higher future valuation, I'm going to just steal the value that's right in front of us. So Pepsi and a couple of others are still there. I would probably do that instead of Ethereum, as crazy as that sounds. And again, I don't think it says what Ethereum is. I don't think that says, you know, that I like or don't like it. It's just like again, I can't shake the present value that is just right in front of us compared to some stuff that is still, you know, it's trading on a lot of future value. So we will see. And yeah, if you don't see your comments going through, you are probably banned. So you could send your YouTube link if you haven't been banned already. But if you got banned recently, I'm not unbanning you. So, but I'm talking about 2-3 months ago. If you got banned a week ago, you got to wait like 3 months, big dog. But yeah, send the link to the channel. One of you sent me a property this morning. So they sent me a property and they wanted to get unbanned. I did unban them. I could have been a dickhead and just let him fuck up on his biggest investment. But, you know, we don't give up on the man. You know what I'm saying? But be careful, because Chad this morning, even though he was banned, he sent me a property and he was asking me if it was a good deal. But then I looked at the price history and it was literally somebody's flip. And they bought it for $370. They've been trying to sell it for $500 in the last like couple of months. Stay far away from those, okay? If you guys are looking for any property and you're like, even if you're banned and you're like, oh, is this a good one? And you notice they just bought it and they're trying to charge 20-30% higher and then they can't sell it, you know? Ta-da! That's probably a scam, or you're not gonna want that one. So I think that's good advice for all of you, and good way to actually pursue real estate, though. I love it. Oh, I love it. Do you have all-day live trading? I don't share my day trades anymore because a lot of people have gone crazy with them, and it creates too much negativity. I even had some dude with the audacity to tell me that it was actually here. We'll start before we get into the pledge. Let's start with the stupidest tweet of the day. So if this is you are a donkey. And I'm glad, but let's see. I gotta find it. That shit was... homeboy woke up. He woke up a little less intelligent. So he said, bro, you have been making videos, gambling for the first 5 years of your channel. You literally just started pushing the long term recently. I had another guy yesterday complain about my inclusivity and the religion, and he said he's been here for 5 to 6 years. So there's two things. Number one, my first video on this channel, so like this account came afterwards. We actually started the long term with $500 about 2 months after I posted any options tutorials, because I noticed, just like I noticed now why we don't have plays, a lot of people just want the gambling quick money. Do I know how to do it? I do. And have I done it? I have. I have a lot of evidence of it. But at the end of the day, $500, we're now at 30,000. But I started this within 2 months of actually this channel. So we've been depositing $200 a month for well over 5 years now to create this, and that's what I recommend for all of you, even though I'm not a financial professional. So yeah, that's why, I don't know, maybe you missed it and that's why you're mad. And then again, the second one, I had somebody that, you know, I've heard a lot of people get mad about what I talk about and what I don't, but I've noticed that if you got a long-term 4 or 5 years ago, IRM, Abivai, Meta, I mean, you name it, they've usually made so much effing money that they look past my religious beliefs. So I'm going to assume that if you can't look past my religious beliefs, you have not made enough money. So get a long term and you will stop being pissed off. Thank you, and that is your donkey of the day. All right, final questions? Final questions? Anybody else? This is the time. That's it. I mean, you guys wanted me to see that, right? That's why you type it. So I'm gonna make some fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Send the link to the channel, okay? So you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow, Julian, because I'm closing my email now. Like I said, send the link. Don't just tell me your channel. I can't do anything with that. So I need the link, but you're going to have to wait till tomorrow now. We've been saying this for about 5 days. The unban window will close by the end of this week. So get on that, boys. Get on that. Congrats on the farm. We still don't have it. That's what I'm scared of, you guys. You realize that? I know enough real estate where I know this deal can still fall through, believe it or not. So I believe that it's gonna happen, but you know, God willing, and we'll see where it takes us, baby. Money making Tuesday. Well, thank you, Luke. I appreciate you too, bro. I've been seeing you lock in. I've been seeing you even use some of the old videos and just, I don't know, bro, be a part of it. And I love it, baby. So I hope that long term shows that fruit and reflects it as well, baby. But let's get it. Let's have some fun and some energy. So Chatadonia, I hope you guys are ready. I hope you are feeling blessed. But do you know what we're about to do here? Here at the cult, baby. Before we do anything, before we try to chase a dollar, before we try to enrich ourselves, we must pay homage to a very special group of people. One that has made a sacrifice that most of us never have and ever will. And I am talking about the veterans of the United States of America. So on behalf of the cult, man, it's something we've been doing just as long, maybe even longer than the long term. We shout this out every day. Some people, they might act like they haven't seen it, but oh yeah, baby, this means a lot. So I hope you guys realize with longevity and just the straight up nature of it, bro, we really do appreciate you. And anybody who has served, even your families, thank you for everything you have given for all of our freedoms, the collective freedom, and all of the personal sacrifice that you guys have made, for real. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if anybody should be benefiting off the market, the real estate, this info, all it should be you, bro. So I hope we can, and at the very least, I just want to say thank you. And I hope all of you who have never served, bro, bring this culture to real life. If we can't honor those who are doing the most honorable thing, what message does that send? You tell me, bro. You tell me! So veterans, the families, for real, man, thank you for everything, and I hope all of y'all show this in real life. Get that long term as well, and big shout out to anybody else out there giving back to their local communities, all the doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the janitors, the coaches, the garbage men. Thank you for doing what you have done, baby, and keep it up, baby. God bless you, bud. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise up. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Oh, it's game time, baby. Oh, I lost the horn. Where's the horn? There it is. Horn. Oh, Chatadonia. Good morning. Oh, we only got a minute? Oh, shit. We got to move on over, bro. We got to move on over. Oh, my goodness. So I'm going to see you there. God bless America. God bless the chat. That's it. We got to go. We got to go. We already told you the plays. You already got the info. All right, baby. I'll see you in Gem Pop. Peace.